Elevator Swim, well, welcome to One Last Strike. I think this is an indie game I haven't played yet. If it has, oh well. I can't be bothered to find another one. Okay, we're going to where? A roller rink. Oh joy. This ought to be fun. Also, what's with everything being VHS? Can't you lot be bothered to not use VHS for every single one of your projects? Restart rolling. Power. Where the fuck am I supposed to find that? I can barely see on big monitor. I have to look at my other I have to look at OBS just to see what the fuck I'm doing. Where's the power? Okay, it's not there. I mean, would it be under whatchamacallit, lights? Where would the power be? Not there. Aha! Okay, this is unhelpful. I don't know where anything is. Okay, I just gotta find those power boxes in the wall. Oh. Pretty lady. Bum 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 bum. I don't know who the fuck those were. I ain't paying attention to you. Seriously, I have to look at the thing on the right. I have to look at OBS just to see anything properly. That's just like, dang. Ah, here we go. Clean trash around the wallowing. Okay. Why is everything like so task-based? Like, I don't understand half this. It's like the horror games and indie horror games don't make as much sense to me. Like, Resident Evil makes sense to me. You're trying to survive the night. Survive the night, basically. You have to find keys and stuff to get out of whatever area you're in and progress the story. But Five Nights at Freddy's, it's like you have to survive the night, hear the rules and how to not die. But Poppy Playtime, it's like a bunch of puzzles and tasks to get further down into the toy factory. They're supposed to save the children that are not already dead. Finding Frankie, and then we got Finding Frankie, which, like my biggest says, worst horror game ever. Now, for those who keep saying like, change the title, it's not a bad game. It's like, I didn't say it was a bad game. I said it was the worst horror game. I openly said in the comments, it's a good game, just not a good horror game. And yet people who've commented and stuff that kind of stuff on that video is just like hilarious because they have not even bothered to check to see if I have made comments on it regarding it. I mean, some have, some haven't, but it's just kind of funny to me. But also, good lord. Oh, I'm supposed to be decorating. I'm still looking for trash. Yeah, 12,000, almost 13,000 views. That's insane. And then the short from that video, almost 900,000 views. That is also insane. And I appreciate it. I love you guys for it. That's awesome, beautiful, wonderful. But it's like with board games, it's like it's either one or the other. Personally, I think survival horror makes sense because it actually makes sense for a genre. Because now like horror games are like either Poppy Playtime clones or Harness Base clones or just really similar to stuff like that. I mean, Backrooms made sense. And Subliminal, it was like a copy of Poppy Playtime mixed with Backrooms. And personally, it was too much. It was too puzzle oriented. Like I got stuck on that game. I got soft locked. I was getting too frustrated. I didn't want to go back and play it. Like if they made puzzles simple or easy or just you know just not overly oriented on that. Oh, and there's no save point, so I have to do that all over again. Okay, well, I was just good talking until we get to the 10-minute mark because that was just ridiculous. I can't see half the time when I'm looking at the game. But it's like horror games nowadays just follow that are like on survival horror. Like Resident Evil, for example. They follow like a certain pathing with it. Like they lean too hard into puzzles and chase scenes like Poppy Playtime does. Granted, it has good graphics and a somewhat interesting story. Should have ended on chapter 5, yes. But it leans too far into puzzles and into chase scenes. Now, we know the original creator stuck around for the first 3 chapters. First 3 chapters of Poppy Playtime, it was good. Chapter 4 was awful. To be honest, I didn't like chapter 4. And honestly, with chapter 5, I didn't like it. I hated chapter 4. I liked chapter 5 more than I did 4, but I still didn't like it. Because, well, too many chase sequence, and it's just like an obvious rinse and repeat. I forget you're supposed to kill the overarching villain, but then I started realizing it became a rinse and repeat cycle. Like you play Party Playtime, you go in, you kill the main dude, the main villain of that particular chapter. Like, you, like, Huggy Wuggy in Chapter 1, Kissy Missy in Chapter 2, Catnap Chapter 3. But then we started killing multiple, and then it's just like, the puzzles started getting more annoying. Less fun. Because I didn't think the puzzles should be overly complicated. And the fact that it just kept getting more complicated and you had more chase sequences, more hands, blah 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 blah. Honestly, chapter 3 was a good chapter, but it's also the start of the end. Because honestly, if they had stuck to the original and ended at chapter 5, I don't think I think it would have been the best choice for it, and voice for it if they stuck with the original pathing. Because honestly, it just felt rushed and felt like, oh, we're trying to make this for every cent we got, so we're gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. Because now, instead of, oh, we have to save the orphans, it's now, oh, we have to kill the prototype. And also, why was that character so quick to forgive Poppy when she portrayed us in chapter 4 when we find her again in chapter 5? That makes no lick of sense. Like, story-wise, that's so screwed up. And then with the church and the entire church twist, oh god. But it's just like, why? What defeats the purpose now? Poppy betrayed us. Ate us. And the prototype's running wild. We could get to the front of the management office. Okay. But it... Like, says the playtime. Open chapter 5. Like, Mob Entertainment is just trying to milk it for dough. And that's the long and short of it. They just want more money. Money, money, and money. The fact that they took it over from the original creator. Oh. Where's the management office? I don't remember where the management office is. But like, my point is, some games you just don't drag it on. Like, I honestly want to see what the original creator had in mind for the ending of the story. For the ending of Poppy Playtime. I wanted to see how the story would have actually progressed had he stayed on in chapter 3.
911, what's your emergency? coming for you.
Escape to the entrance doors, okay. Run, 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 run. Door's locked. The back exit and arcade will still work. I don't know where that exit in the back is. I don't know where the exit, where the arcade is. At least I don't remember, but it's like some games are better if you end. Besides, like, I get it, you want to keep the game going, you want to make money. No. Okay. Okay, oh, it's just okay. You get it, you want to make money, you want to do this, you want to do that. But have you ever thought, like, writing a story and then concluding it where it should be concluded? Like, if they took over probably playtime in the creator's original direction of the game, like around 2 or 3, or possibly they started 4, starting at 4. Those who never made it out that night with a chance. That it was stuck in a brand new body. Okay, so we made it out. Alright. Cool. But yeah. My personal thoughts, if you write a story, stick with it just to end. Like, if Volunteer really wanted the cash cow, make a sequel based on the original ending. Or a prequel. Like, if you want to see a story, make a prequel or a sequel, but don't change the source material just because you want more money. I know it's like not talking about this game entirely, at least like I've only talked about the game I was playing for like 2 minutes or so. But I just got to rant because, well, modern horror games are getting like the indie horror games. I love playing these. They have their own original direction. They conclude the stories. But AAA games, like Resident Evil, sure has its own thing. It's done really well, and the games and stories are done really well. But like other games like Five Nights at Freddy's, I love the franchise, but it's getting too much. It's not that there's too many games that you keep adding nuances and stabilizing the storyline. Like it doesn't make sense anymore. And then part of playtime, you change the timeline halfway through the game just because of money. So I don't trust AAA games that much. And honestly, Subliminal, it was fun, great graphics, but it lost all of its shine once I got to whatever area I am in. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.